Muhammad Ali was born as Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942, Louisville, Kentucky. His childhood was filled with the struggles of growing up in a segregated society where African Americans faced discrimination every single day. He was not born into wealth or privilege. Instead, he lived in a modest home with his family and learned the value of hard work at a very young age. One day when he was only 12 years old, something happened that would change the course of his entire life. His bicycle was stolen and young Cassius was furious. He went to a police officer named Joe Martin and told him he wanted to beat up the thief. The officer looked at the angry boy and said, "Before you try to fight someone, you should learn how to box." Those words stayed with him, and soon he entered a small gym where he threw his first punches. From that moment the spark of a champion was lit. Cassius trained with unmatched energy. He was fast, strong and fearless in the ring. By the time he was 18, he had already become one of the brightest young talents in boxing. In 1960, he won a gold medal at the Rome Olympics. Representing the United States, the world saw his speed, his confidence and his talent. He returned home as a hero, but even after winning gold he faced the harsh reality of racism in his own country. This gave him a deeper understanding of the struggles around him. In 1964, Cassius Clay shocked the world when he defeated Sonny Liston to become the heavyweight champion of the world. Nobody had believed he could win because Liston was considered unbeatable, but Cassius proved everyone wrong. He shouted, "I shook up the world," and indeed he had. Shortly after this victory, he announced that he had joined the Nation of Islam and changed his name to Muhammad Ali, symbolizing his new faith and identity. This decision brought criticism, but Ali stood firm because he believed in living with courage and honesty. Muhammad Ali was not just a boxer, he was a man who stood by his principles. In the late 1960s, when the Vietnam War was at its height, Ali was drafted to serve, but he refused. He said he had no quarrel with the people of Vietnam and that his beliefs would not allow him to fight. This decision cost him dearly. He was stripped of his boxing title, banned from the sport and faced public criticism, but Ali did not give up. He sacrificed the best years of his career for his convictions, showing the world that his courage was not only inside the ring but also outside it. When he finally returned to boxing, he proved that he was still a champion. His fights became legendary moments in sports history. His rivalry with Joe Frazier gave birth to unforgettable matches like the fight of the century in 1971, and the Thrilla in Manila in 1975, where both men pushed each other to the limit. Ali also traveled to Zaire in 1974 for the Rumble in the Jungle against George Foreman. The world thought Foreman was too powerful, but Ali used his famous rope-a-dope strategy to tire out his opponent before knocking him out to reclaim the heavyweight crown. Ali became known not only for his skills but also for his personality. He called himself the greatest, and he truly believed it. He spoke with poetry and confidence, often predicting the round in which he would knock out his opponent. He moved in the ring with the grace of a dancer, floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee. His style, his words and his courage made him one of the most famous athletes in history. As the years passed, Ali began to slow down, but his legacy only grew stronger. He retired with a record of 56 wins and only 5 losses. He had become a 3-time world heavyweight champion, something that was unheard of in his time. After boxing, Ali continued to inspire people with his humanitarian work. He traveled the world promoting peace, helping charities and supporting those in need. Even when he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, he faced it with the same bravery he had shown in the ring. Muhammad Ali passed away on June 3, 2016, but his story continues to inspire millions around the world. He was not only a champion of boxing but a champion of justice, equality and courage. His life proved that greatness is not only measured by titles or trophies but by the principles you live for and the dreams you fight for. Muhammad Ali will always be remembered as the greatest.